but the one besides Keish that I always talk about, and every time I see him, I tell him thank you, because it wasn't like we was enemies, or we didn't hang out together. Was 50 Cent, Mr. Curtis Jackson.
Wow.
Y'all, what is going on with Remy Ma, Papoose, and Clarissa Shields?
This is people that are looking on separation between their hardships or their the things that they got going on that would be issues, and what a celebrity's issues would be.
Y'all wanna know what really gets on my nerves, that grinds my gears, grinds them so bad, is that when y'all think I give it, listen to me, I do not give a.
As Remy Ma and Clarissa Shields continue to trade barbs, 50 Cent is out there doing what he does best, stirring the pot between them. You can believe that he's playing the perfect agitator. In the meantime, 50's usual slick talk is in full effect, but what's the real story behind all of this? Let's break it down completely, because this drama is absolutely wild. It all started when 50 posted a wild message on Instagram, directing it straight at Clarissa Shields, a decorated boxer. Somehow, she got caught up in all of this. In typical 50 fashion, he gave Clarissa a slick warning, telling her to keep it online and not even think about going at Remy in real life. Whatever you do, don't fight her. She will get the blick champ. If you remember, 50 didn't mince words when he mentioned Remy's notorious 2007 case, the one that saw her locked up for a minute after an incident involving her pulling the trigger. So when 50 warned that Remy might get the block, he wasn't just talking recklessly. Now, let's get to the real tea that had everyone talking, because Remy wasn't about to let that slide. She lashed back, and things took a turn for the worse. Remy posted on Instagram some incredibly chaotic text messages she claimed were between Papoose and his alleged new girlfriend, world boxing champion Clarissa Shields. It gets messier from here as the drama escalates. Stay tuned, because this whole situation is only heating up.
Y'all, what is going on with Remy Ma, Papoose, and Clarissa Shields? Like, I woke up this morning and I saw that Remy Ma and Clarissa Shields are going back and forth on Instagram. And then I guess Remy Ma caught Papoose and Clarissa on the phone falling asleep together and stuff like that.
The drama between Remy Ma, Clarissa Shields, and Papoose just keeps escalating, and the latest exchange is nothing short of chaotic. The whole situation got even messier when Remy posted a screenshot of a text exchange, allegedly between Papoose and Clarissa Shields. In the text, Clarissa is clearly frustrated, saying, "You are the one who was married. If you can't at least sleep on the phone with me or be with me in person, it shouldn't be a big deal to let me know you made it home safely." But Remy, never one to hold back, added her own spicy commentary to the post, making it even juicier. She captioned the text saying, "I fell asleep on the phone with Clarissa Shields lying in my house, and he won't leave. This bee was supposed to be a boxing world champion, and she was frightened. As soon as she heard my voice, she hung up." Remy didn't stop there. She went on to add, "Now that I'm telling everything, you're not the sole one, yes." And then dropped a bombshell, accusing Clarissa's publicity team of pushing fake stories to make Remy look bad, while portraying Papoose as some sort of hero. She also claimed she begged Papoose to speak out, but he kept telling her to stay quiet. Remy wasn't done. She took to her Instagram stories to call Clarissa out, accusing her of pushing fake narratives. She wrote, "He stated he would never view because you are ugly. But don't worry, I saw everything, and now the world will see. I'm exhausted, and now for the knockout punch." The fight didn't stop there. Clarissa quickly fired back, saying, "How is a woman with 2 boyfriends mad at a man who has a girlfriend?" She followed that up with, "If I'm not the only one, why the hell are he tagging me?" Naturally, Remy wasn't having any of it and clapped back again. She made it clear she wasn't playing games, stating, "Hey, Miss Shields, MFS won't simply leave since I'm a decent lady who is a one boyfriend, just like I was a one husband." Remy also had a strong message for Clarissa, saying, "Oh, and I'm the one with the bag, so please stop toying with me because I am not the enemy you want." She continued to double down on her frustration, saying, "I'm not even angry. In fact, I'm pleased, which is why your boyfriend is angry. Oh, and I know you said you feel foolish, but you also look foolish now." While Remy and Clarissa were exchanging blows, Papoose decided it was time to step in and defend himself. He made it clear that Remy was only upset because he had moved on and had even asked for a divorce multiple times. Papoose didn't hold back, accusing Remy of fabricating the story to make herself the victim. He said she was upset that he wasn't sticking around anymore. Then things took a dark turn. Remy hit back, claiming that Papoose had threatened to call the police on her in the past and accused him of getting physical. She wasn't just talking either. She said she had audio recordings to back it up. But the twist didn't stop there. Papoose, in a surprising move, completely changed the narrative. He took to social media, accusing Remy of being the one stepping out on him, and claimed he had been trying to divorce her for months. This entire situation has spiraled out of control. With accusations flying and no one backing down, it's clear that this drama is far from over. Whether it's Remy's explosive claims or Papoose's retaliation, the public's eyes are glued to every update.
Saying she ain't even mad. Then, to top it off, she added, "I'm not even mad. Actually, I'm very happy, and that's why your boyfriend is mad. Oh, and I know you said you feel stupid, but you look stupid too." Now, while Remy and Clarissa were busy going back and forth, Papoose decided it was time to step in and clear the air. Well, at least from his side of things. He claimed
the drama took yet another wild turn when Papoose accused Remy of stepping out on him with battle rapper Eazy the Block Captain during Christmas 2023. And when I tell you he didn't hold back, I mean it. Papoose went all out, calling Remy a narcissist and revealing that, while he was at home with their daughter, she was allegedly with Eazy. In a bold Instagram post, Papoose said, "While I was at home with my daughter last Christmas, this is where Remy was. Now that I finally moved on, she's angry and making up lies." He didn't stop there either. He went on to allege that Remy had even pleaded with him to lie about an encounter with Eazy, claiming that she wanted me to lie about touching Eazy. According to Papoose, Remy was trying to keep things quiet about an alleged physical altercation, saying, "I still receive messages from her pleading with me to lie about the knockout. But it doesn't matter because he didn't return a single blow that turned extremely soft for Papoose." But here's where it gets even deeper. Papoose went on to call out how he had held Remy down through some of the most difficult times in her life. This man held Remy down during some of her most difficult years while she was imprisoned. Pap was out here being a real one, taking care of her son, visiting her frequently, and demonstrating to the world what it truly means to ride or die. He made it clear that he had been loyal to Remy through thick and thin, even when she was incarcerated, and he had gone above and beyond for her. Papoose's accusations are explosive, and the fallout from this is going to be even messier. With these new revelations, it seems like Papoose is finally done staying quiet, and he's coming out swinging with everything he's got. The question now is, how will Remy respond? And will these new accusations change the course of their messy public fallout? One thing is for sure, this drama is far from over, and it's only going to get even more intense.
ride or die.
So now we know Remy and Papoose as black love couples. We've been knowing that for years. Pap held Remy down while she served 6 years in prison. She ain't had nothing to worry about because he held everything down from her son to the home and everything. When she came home, everything was cool. After that, things got a little rocky. Last year, rumors started.
Papoose and Remy Ma's relationship was once seen as the epitome of black love and a power couple everyone admired. Papoose supported Remy during her incarceration, taking care of their son and helping her re-enter the game when she came home. Their bond was strong, and they picked up right where they left off. Fans admired their unity, seeing them as a model of resilience and unwavering commitment. But now, with all the drama playing out publicly, the once-admired couple faces a turbulent time. The question now is whether they can save their relationship or if it's the end of their love story.
I had like, oh my God, he's the one. But I did notice that he was different from, other guys. And
they were once the epitome of black love, a power couple admired by many, especially after Remy came home. They quickly rekindled their bond, as if she had never left. For 6 long years, Papoose stood by her side, ensuring Remy had everything she needed to rebuild her life and career.
Day tonight for you. Happy birthday.
However, this situation must have been tough for Papoose. To find out that the woman he had stayed loyal to for all these years was allegedly getting close to Eazy the block captain on Christmas must have hurt. On top of that, Remy's bitterness about Papoose potentially moving on with a younger woman is like adding salt to an open wound. Papoose probably feels like everything he built with Remy has come crashing down overnight, going from being the embodiment of loyalty and black love to having their private business blasted all over the internet.
But what really happened?
What do you mean? Like,
what really put you there? What really?
It really was an accident that happened. I was out.
But she can't really talk about it in details.
But I can, not in details, but I can pretty much say I was out with people like
Clarissa Shields has now stepped into the ring, saying, "Hold my gloves," instead of just talking online. In a series of bold posts, she took things to a new level by challenging Remy Ma to a fight. But Clarissa wasn't just talking. She turned the whole feud into a promotional move for her upcoming fight in Flint, Michigan on February 2, 2025. She came out with the tagline, "Clarissa Shields versus the real Remy Ma," making it clear she was ready to make this drama a spectacle. She even tied it all into promoting her Christmas Day movie. Fans couldn't help but notice how calm Papoose seemed throughout all of this. He looked like he saw it all coming and might just be sitting back while Remy and Clarissa go at it. Some think Papoose might be letting this play out as a way to finally shut down Remy, while others believe he's enjoying the attention, knowing that the internet has his back after all the drama. Either way, Papoose isn't acting like the nice guy he once was. 50 Cent, however, is watching all of this with a raised eyebrow, suggesting from the beginning that this was a setup. If you're familiar with Remy's past, you know things took a wild turn for her back in 2007. Her history isn't squeaky clean, and 50 Cent isn't pulling this out of nowhere. It all started with an argument with her former friend, Makeda Barnes-Joseph, that escalated into a shooting incident where Remy was shot in the torso. Remy claimed it was an accident, but the prosecution wasn't buying it. By 2008, she was charged with illegal weapon possession and attempted coercion, leading to an 8-year prison sentence. Throughout it all, Remy maintained her innocence.
It was court.
When Remy Ma discussed her past on The Wendy Williams Show, she made her stance clear by saying, "I didn't shoot anyone." She openly questioned whether the DA, the judge, and the jury truly got it right, which added layers to the public's perception of her case. Fast forward to 2014, when Remy was finally released from Bedford Hills Correctional Facility for Women after spending 6 years in prison. It was clear that spending so much time incarcerated could have taken a toll on anyone, but Remy's sister was there to support her. Remy reflected on the almost decade-long period consumed by the prison system, sharing how much of her life was spent behind bars instead of in the free world. "As a rapper, I've spent most of that time in prison rather than the free world," she said, a sentiment that conveyed how deeply the experience had impacted her. When she returned to the hip-hop scene, it was like she had never left, taking her place back in the spotlight. However, Remy also spoke candidly about how the time in prison shaped her, stating that the memories of those she left behind and the hardships she endured would stay with her forever. It was clear that her time behind bars wasn't just a chapter in her life, it was a transformative experience that continues to weigh heavily on her.
Remy Ma, she has bailed out of jail. She actually is saying, and I'm going to tell you the whole story, she was in custody because she allegedly punched Brittany Taylor at the concert that went down for Pretty Lou.
Tell the people who Brittany Taylor is.
Brittany Taylor's from Love and Hip
A girl
Hop.
who allegedly...
This situation isn't just about the events of 2007. It's about a history of trouble that Remy Ma's temper has caused over the years. Take 2019, for example, when she was arrested in New York City after Love and hip-hop artist Brittany Taylor accused her of assault during a benefit concert. The altercation reportedly took place in the Irving Plaza Green Room, where things got heated between the two, and next thing you know, Brittany was injured. Brittany didn't let this slide, however, and went straight to the authorities. She was preparing to file a civil lawsuit against Remy, and Remy was arrested and booked on a misdemeanor charge. Despite maintaining her innocence, this incident added yet another chapter to her already turbulent record. Now, with Claressa Shields throwing jabs, whether online or in person, it's clear that Remy won't back down from a fight. And with her history, Claressa might want to think twice before pushing her further. Authorities even investigated the situation and ordered surveillance footage from that night to be secured. Enter 50 Cent, who, of course, couldn't resist chiming in on this drama. It wasn't just petty trolling on his part. He knew about Remy's past, and honestly, he might be subtly warning Claressa. He even made remarks about her history, specifically referencing the 2007 incident, which definitely struck a nerve with many. Some fans are siding with 50, calling it classic 50 Cent behavior, while others feel he crossed a line by bringing up old issues. Regardless of the opinion, Remy's background adds an entirely different level to this ongoing drama. As the back and forth continues, with Claressa calling out Remy and Papoose possibly dropping more receipts, it's clear this saga is far from over. Will Remy take the fight Claressa is baiting her into? Will Papoose reveal more secrets from behind the scenes? Stay tuned because the drama is just heating up. Make sure to hit that subscribe button for all the updates and don't miss the next video. It's going to be wild.